What's up, it's TCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to check out one of my favorite decks, of course, this season, Roaring Moon EX, and with a twist of an update, we're going to add in Darkrai VSTAR and some additional cards, and it's going to be fantastic. So if you guys are excited, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button and subscribe for more daily Pokemon TCG content. So it's going to be a turbo-based deck with all the good stuff, the Trekking Shoes, the Pokéstops, the Squawkabilly, the Sawda, all the good stuff you want for, of course, Roaring Moon EX, because Roaring Moon, if you don't know, has of course the capabilities to one-shot anything in the game because of Frenzied Gouging, and with Calamity Storm you're slapping 220 versus Stadium in play, which is nice to knock out stuff like Lugia, Regidrago, Miraidon, you name it. It's going to be very strong indeed. What else is in the deck is going to be the Darkrai VSTAR with the Star Abyss. This is your VSTAR ability, allowing you to of course get 2 item cards back from your discard pile. There are very powerful item cards in the deck here with Cancing Cologne and Prime Catcher to of course take multiple prize cards with the help of something like a Radiant Greninja. You can get back some E-switches or maybe some energy stickers, which are also part of the deck to just get yourself going. Other than that, there's only Professor Sawda in here. We don't have Palpad, we don't have anything. It's just gonna be pure Sawda, and then we're gonna try to get all these items back with the power of the Star Abyss. So Darkrai can also sometimes attack from time to time, and with of course the help of Darkrai, the baby Roaring Moon and Roaring Moon EX, it's gonna be fantastic. You might think, how do we find these Sawdas if we don't run Pokegear? That's where Lumineon comes in, and Lumineon can even attack in this deck because you do have water type energies in the list. This is a list very similar to the one that I actually played during the mid-season, where I actually played it in Liverpool, got top 16 as well as top 32 twice at the upcoming regional and all that stuff. But with rotation happening here and there were some cards like Cross Switchers and Baby Mew that got rotated, but this is something I could get like behind with to just test out Roaring Moon once again. So hopefully you guys are in the mood for some Roaring Moon action. Let's hop on the rank ladder today and see if we can win some games. Also be sure to of course check out the sponsors for today's video, dragonshield.com, for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOS5. There's your playmat to create your own unique custom playmat. PokestownStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs, and there's cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use the referral name ZapDosTCG to help support the channel. And with that being said, let's dive into a game with the updated Roaring Moon EX deck. There's a couple of ways you could be playing around this. At first, I actually was not playing the Darkrai VSTAR, but with some testing here and there, we do think that the Star Abyss ability is very nice to regain cards like a Dark Patch or Double Dark Patch or Dark Patch, Prime Catcher, all those combos in the late game to of course get an additional knockout. A card that could help this one is Phasantipity EX, which comes out in the Shrouded Fable set. So do you want to go first with this deck? No, you always want to go second, so you have the opportunity to get the first knockout or to even donk an opponent. So let's see how we're rocking. We also still come back with that Mew EX with the free retreat, and that's gonna help us to of course get into Roaring Moon a little bit easier. You don't always need a switch out, as you do come back with a lot of E-switches. So Sawda and E-switch the 1 energy from the bench to the active is also a possibility. And it looks like we do start with Lumineon, our very bad starting Pokemon here. Luckily, we do have like Prime Catcher already. Ultra Ball Squawkabilly is an option, and looks like we are gonna be up against, I would say, Gardevoir EX. The thing we want to be doing here is maybe going Prime Catcher and knocking out the only Ralts that they have. Maybe they have 2 copies, so it's gonna be Nazball. Probably will be, I would say, another Ralts, if I'm being honest. We start with Lumineon, our very bad opening Pokemon. There is another Ralts being slapped down, and there's Artisan. Artisan could get ourselves a baby Roaring Moon already, which is very easy to set up, and then with Prime Catcher we can get some stuff going, even though there's 3 Ralts already. Maybe we should go for the Greninja play. We don't know. First of all, let's go Artisan, see what we're dealing with here. We have Roaring Moon. Greninja is in there, and we do have access to triple water energy, some E-stickers as well. How many vessels do we have access to? 4 of them, so that's actually not bad. I'll take one of these. And then following up, I'll try out a Trekking Shoe first. It is a water energy. You want to put it in hand? Definitely not. There's another darkness energy, so lots of darkness energy around. We're gonna have to go for an Ultra Ball here. Gonna get rid of 2 darkness energies, and I will summon myself Squawkabilly first. Here we go. Squawkabilly, we could play that canceling Cologne already. I'm gonna try and prime catcher up one of the rolls. There we go. And then following up, we're gonna go for that Squawk and Seize. Come on. Moving forward, there's a bunch of dark patches. We could already attack with Roaring Moon here. That's actually kind of interesting. We're gonna go for the Pokéstop. Hopefully that will bring ourselves something. There's a Nest Ball. Interesting. At this point, we don't have a lot of things to work with. I think I'm gonna have to go for Nest Ball, getting ourselves... Do we get the Radiant Greninja here? We will burn a couple of cards, so maybe the Mew EX is a little bit better. Dark Patch... yeah, Darkrai could have also been an answer, I suppose. Switch card here. Dark Patch here. Dark Patch there. Then go for the Restart ability. Drawing into an Ultra Ball. The Ultra Ball could be nice, to be honest. It could allow us to get ourselves... I'll use it later. For now, I'll just try and knock out as many rolls as possible. Our bench does contain a lot of weak HP Pokemon. At one point, we will need to activate Greninja to get double prizes. I don't know if they're gonna slap down Manaphy or not. There's 2 water energies in that discard pile, so we'll need to Sada onto one. Maybe some energy sticker shenanigans. Depends on if they're actually... We cannot get back or canceling Cologne here. There's an unfair stamp, which does preserve some of our Pokemon catchers right there. Nuzball and an energy. Luckily, we already have Mew established. I wonder if they're going to be able to evolve some more cards here with the TM evolution. If they find that, they need to have an Arven in the hand currently. And they're actually going for Artisan now. I wonder if they're going to set up... I would say, what do you need here? Manaphy, just in case? I already burned my Cologne. But if I'm able to establish a Darkrai here, that would be pretty nice. Currently, there's a Screamtail, so they're trying to threaten us with that. If we're able to... oh, they have TM Evolution, so there's gonna be so many Curlias right now. Look at that. Refinement as well. I just hope they now draw into 2 Curlia. That's my only wish currently. And... there's going to be TM Evolution. Let's see if they did draw into Curly or not. Or maybe there are a couple of them priced. Let's say there's only one of them that they can evolve. Then we maybe, with some luck, can actually KO 2 of them. And no, there's going to be 3 Curlia on board right now. Meaning the clock is running, which is scary. Okay, we have Earthen Vessel. So at least we can Nuzball, get Radiant Greninja up and ready to go. We can Earthen Vessel, get water and this one. Next up, we can put a water energy here. We can Mew first for 2. There's more power where that came from. So Nuzball could get ourselves the Darkrai. Darkrai can get some like Cologne situations going, I suppose. So let's take this one. Next up, concealed cards. There's Pokemon Catcher. That's actually not bad. Pokemon Catcher. Let's take down these Curlias while we can. It is a Tails, unfortunately. Gonna have to be doing it again. There is a head, so at least we can take down the Curlia. Maybe they whiff out resources. So we do have enough power to knock out the Curlia. That's 2 Curlia down. A Screamtail probably will prepare itself, but maybe with the Darkrai VSTAR we can take 2 prize cards right there and then finish it off to knock out Gardevoir EX. There's energy sticker right here. That means Radiant Greninja is a threat, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Earthen Vessel already. How many energies in their discard pile? 0, might I add. Currently, if they summon 2 and discard 2, they will only have 3 energies in their discard pile, unless they do draw into an Arven. Apart from that, they will need Gardevoir EX. They don't have that much draw power. They've already wasted their unfair stamp. And there's a 1 prizer in the active. Okay, there's Counter Catcher. Who are they going to take? They're going to go down with the Darkrai. But now they need to finish the job, by the way. They would need... They can finish it if they have a Darkness energy. They need Gardevoir EX. Maybe an Iono could work as well if they don't have it currently. There's a Super Rod. We will need to see Gardevoir EX. If they knock out Darkrai V, We still have access to Radiant Greninja, by the way. So they will need to summon like Manaphy. Now they're summoning Aralt. How many energies in their discard pile, to be honest? 2 energies. At total, that's 3. So they technically... Oh, no, more energies. Oh, they get rid of an Iono. That's pretty damn interesting. There's a Darkness. Okay, they're gonna knock it out with Gardevoir EX. But that does mean that we can knock out Gardevoir EX because it's Dark Weakness. But more importantly, I try to go for... Yeah, but the problem is... I don't know if they're gonna have Manaphy or not. Darkness Energy on the Monkey Dory. They still... Oh, no, they're actually gonna Ultra Ball away, get Gardevoir EX, and they're gonna actually knock out... What are they doing? They could have knocked out or they could still knock out Gardevoir, knock out Darkrai, I suppose. 1 there, then they can retreat it. Or they actually, did they already retreat? I think so, right? They're gonna go with the Screamtail, knocking out Squawkabilly and try to hope we are stuck. But now with Darkrai V in the mix, we can get back some resources if we find Darkrai VSTAR. Our Ultra Ball count currently 1 in that discard pile. That is not a lot. We can Earthen Vessel, currently in our discard pile 5 energies. That is a lot. That is a lot, to be honest. We can get away with Greninja, get rid of their draw power entirely. That would be super crazy. We can get out of the active position. We've already burned a switch card right there. Like Prime Catching Gardevoir EX would be crazy good. But using Greninja, they're actually going after the Greninja here. They're so afraid of the multiple prize turns here. We're actually going to try and go after a Gardevoir EX currently. Okay, there's a Sada. Sada's actually very, very good. Yeah, the Earthen Vessel won't do that much currently. We can Artisan, take a quick peek at what we have. Darkrai VSTAR here though. With the Darkrai VSTAR, we need to like get Prime Catcher and a Pokemon Catcher. Like, we need a lot of Gust. That's what we need. Alright, we could Earthen Vessel already. The Energy Sticker won't be doing that much. That means we can draw a little bit more with Mew EX. Maybe find access to... Get this on board. Attachment of the turn there. Then Mew EX for 2. Maybe we do find access to Roaring Moon. There's double E-Switch. That's kind of crazy. We're going to have to Sada here. Get... Yeah, the E-Switch is currently our... We could get an attack with Lumineon off, but what good is that going to do us? Here we go. Darkrai is here. Oh, actually, Roaring Moon is here. Not exactly what I wanted, to be honest. Definitely not what I wanted. Roaring Moon does have more HP, and I currently do not see a lot of draw power for them currently, as they burned a lot of their resources. So I guess it's actually gonna come down to maybe we could play an Energy Sticker. It's a tail, so we will need to E-switch onto the Darkrai. We probably will need to retreat it, otherwise we won't have any gusting capability. So let's go Dark Patch here. And then a retreat. Get that fella out of there and go for the Vengeful Fletching. Okay. If they have Super Rod, they can get back the Screamtail, but they've already burned Super Rod. And we definitely need Darkrai VSTAR to win this game. Because we need Prime Catcher to knock out Gardevoir EX, and then we probably, hopefully, will win the game. They were so afraid of Greninja that they Screamtailed the Greninja, which was very bad for the prize trade. We did burn a lot of like resources like Dark Patches and stuff. Luckily, we still have access to Sada and Darkrai VSTAR, unless they have Counter Catcher on Darkrai. They now have currently 1 Kirlia that can go for Refinement, and that Kirlia will need to get Counter Catcher, Boss, or Drifloon, any of those. And even with the Drifloon, they would still need a Bravery Charm on top of it. Yeah, what's it gonna be? Also a Turo there could do something, I suppose. If this Roaring Moon gets knocked out, the E-Switch combo will not work. We currently have access to like 2 more Professor Sadas. And yeah, starting with Lumineon is really, really bad. Typically, if you start with Lumineon, you lose the game against Gardy. But right now, they're gonna try and establish an attacker here. If they want to attack, it's gonna have to be with Gardevoir EX, and then we don't even need Gust. They can confuse us with the Monkey Dory. They can sprinkle damage onto Mew EX to then sprinkle it later, knocking out stuff later. Okay, they're actually gonna use the Lunar Blast for 110 damage. That's actually pretty damn bad because we can instantly respond, and then if Gardevoir is still around, as soon as we have Darkrai VSTAR, we have the E-Switch right here. Yeah, I think we still need the one Dark Patch as well. Darkrai VSTAR can initiate everything we want. Their draw power also is not that great. They're now most likely not even taking a prize card unless they attack with Gardevoir EX, which means they do lose the game because we cannot respond with Darkrai VSTAR, knocking that out while taking Gust capabilities. What are they gonna do? They see the writings on the wall currently. We still don't have that much. I think we have one sticker left, one Dark Patch left, but if we have the Darkrai VSTAR, where are the Ultra Balls, by the way? Yeah, they're gonna vote for the Lunar Blast. Lunar Blast not doing anything. It is not doing anything. I don't know what they're thinking, but our baby Roaring Moon here, up and ready to go. Taking a lot of prize card, Adrenal Brain as well. Yeah, that actually does take the KO here. No, yeah, it does take the KO here. For enough damage with the Lunar Blast to take a KO. That's not too shabby. We are now knocked out, so it all comes down to if we can find Professor Sada or an Ultra Ball. Kind of tricky. We have a Dark Patch. At least we have that to our disposal. We can Dark Patch. First of all, let's Trekking Shoe. It is a Nuzball. Do we need... I don't think we need another Nuzball. I think we need to dig. There's a Hisuian Heavy Ball. I guess that could do something, I guess. Another Roaring Moon. On field, an Ultra Ball is prized, however. So double up on these. Then we can Dark Patch here. With an instant E-Switch. And then hopefully we find Darkrai VSTAR or Sada. This is great. Professor Sada is fantastic. That means we can get Water Energy here, Darkness Energy there. Let's get it going. Energy Sticker as well. We still don't have Gust, by the way. We could Pokéstop to try and find an Ultra Ball here, but that's so tricky. I think I'll just Trekking Shoe. It is another Sada. I think we're gonna have to deal with the Roaring Moon here, otherwise they're done for. I think I'll take the Sada. Go for an Energy Sticker as well. It is a heads. Taking it over here. We do have Sada to get this one out of the active position. There are some E-switches. I think I'll just retreat here. And we could Earthen Vessel. I probably will get Ionoed here. So there's Darkrai VSTAR and E-switch. So enough attackers to go with. And then we go for the Calamity Storm. Knock it out the Cresselia while getting rid of the Artisan as well. So now it all comes down to if we... They don't know if we have a Boss's Orders or not, so going after Darkrai seems pretty bad. I think I would probably go after Mew EX here, but seeing as we currently have one more Professor Sada remaining, like the Darkrai VSTAR could get us a game with like Prime Catcher Energy because we can actually attack with Darkrai V. Okay, they have one currently out. Do they have more? Pokemon in this card, but they could have more. 2 Ionos gone, 1 Unfair Stamp gone. They still need to take 4 prize cards. There's an Arven, that means no Professor Turo. What are they gonna take? Please no Counter Catcher. If they Counter Catcher knock out Darkrai, that would be really bad. But if I were them, I'd probably go after Mew EX. Because, yeah, there's Counter Catcher, TM Devo. Okay, pretty interesting. Fluttermane, that's not gonna do anything. So the Pokemon that can actually one-shot currently is Gardevoir. And if they attack with Gardevoir, they lose. So what would they need to do here? Where are their attackers? Currently, I see Screamtail in their discard pile. Maybe Drifloon is prized. They still need to take 4 prize cards here. So a very, very strange series of games. where the opponent's like taking very strange ways to deal with the situation. They were so afraid of Greninja that the prize mapping went out of favor. I could have used Darkrai VSTAR to then take back like Prime Catch and Cologne, but my Greninja is now gone. There's a counter catcher. Who are they gonna trap? We still have an E-switch so we can get out of the axe position. There is Lumineon. They do know that maybe they're attacking with Flutter Mane here, right? But as soon as we just get Darkrai VSTAR, we can just Prime Catcher Gardevoir. That's what it is. Darkrai VSTAR still in there. I didn't want to use Pokéstop there because the chances of us discarding the Darkrai there was a little bit too much. I didn't want to see that. Even though there was the chance of us getting that Ultra Ball here, there has been, there's 2 Ultra Balls still left in deck. There's also the shot of us discarding. So maybe thinking about a Super Rod in here would also not be too shabby. They're going to swing with the Flutter Mane of all things. So literally Gardevoir, the most difficult matchup. But as mentioned, because of the Greninja threat, it actually can turn itself into a favorable matchup because of canceling Cologne Prime Catcher, which is always a great combo. Also, I haven't seen any Manaphy's anywhere, so I think their prize cards actually should be Drifloon Manaphy and a Super Rod maybe? I don't know. Those prize cards would be horrendous. I still don't know what the opponent has prized, but I'm just thinking out loud here. Okay, Flutter Mane could do some residual damage, but still, they need to knock out 2 Pokemon here. They cannot attack with Gardevoir. At one point, they will need to Turo up the Gardevoir EX and just hope that we don't have any other Gust. Our Gust currently, 2 Pokemon Catcher, 1 Prime Catcher. You might think, oh, we're not playing any Bossasaurus. But with Lumineon, one of Bossasaurus in here would also be pretty damn nice. We could also cut Hisuian Heavy Ball for a Bossasaurus. I think that might not be a bad idea. Okay, they can move around some damage. The Hex Hurl can also hit for a reasonable amount of damage. 90 on the Lumineon. Now we play out our entire hand and summon Darkrai VSTAR, knocking out Gardevoir because it is weak to darkness. So very strange that the opponent made all these wacky plays. Also TM Devo and okay, there's a card we cannot play out. Hisuian Heavy Ball, play nothing. Pokéstop, there's still Ultra Ball in here as well, so I think I'll just Sada first. Sada gets this energy and this energy. Let's go. There's the Darkrai VSTAR and that's game. So Darkrai VSTAR, and now we can use summoning, it's not summoning star, Star Abyss to then fetch Prime Catcher. It is Prime Catcher and another card. We're doing another card. Let's go. Dark Patch. You don't know. Even Darkrai can finish it if we want to. Let's make Darkrai finish the job here, because it deserves to have its spot in the it deserves to have its spot in the sunlight here. So Dark Pulse, Evaporate Gardevoir. So cool to see Star Abyss finally being like super useful in the Roaring Moon deck. There are things that could get this deck to a whole different level. As mentioned, Phasandipity, instant draw power, very similar to Mew EX. For some additional draw power, you can like Mew EX into Phasandipity and you have like 6 cards in hand, which is very great. There's also the capabilities of adding in the Peturant EX, so you can always have free retreat, meaning you can cut down on your switch cards. So lots of stuff for the Darkness box deck. I wonder how well it will do at Worlds. It does have its very bad Gardevoir matchup. We just were a little bit lucky that the opponent did use some mistakes. They definitely should have like went for the 2-2-2 price trade without having to worry about the Greninja. I could understand if they were really afraid of Greninja where their Manaphy was priced, but even then the 2-2 price trade always better. They could have like Scream-tailed the Squawkabilly, then I knock out 2 Curlial, then use the Gardevoir EX, but maybe they were a little bit too slow with that. I don't know. Lots of things to think about, but yeah. Radiant Greninja is a threat, don't forget. Okay, next game for the updated Roaring Moon. As mentioned, a one-off Bossasaurus in here I wouldn't be against. Definitely because it is searchable through the means of Lumineon. Super Rod Palpat, also things to think about, but I'm a kind of person that likes to play like very aggressively. If it's gone, it's gone, and you play accordingly. So If like, let's say your Darkrai VSTAR is prized, it's the same effect like if you discard it. Like you could be playing Super Rod, but sometimes you squack away Super Rod actively and you have the same scenario right there. Okay, next game. Let's see how this updated lists will fare. As mentioned, always go second. Let's see here. I want to go first? No, we want to go second. And once you go second, you can then start swinging instantly, most of the time. This time around, we do start with Roaring Moon EX, our preferred Pokemon to attack with. Definitely with the high amount of energy stickers in there, with some E-switches. With the attach of the turn and Sada, you most of the time will get an attack off turn 1. There's Pokéstop, there's Vessel, we can even discard some water energies. There are definitely worlds. Oh, okay, Gardevoir again. People are on the Gardevoir hype train, and hopefully we will surprise them once again. Artisan could get ourselves Baby Roaring Moon, which also is able to slap 70 damage quite easily. We definitely need to set up maybe Greninja. We're gonna Artisan, get that one, then try to attack turn 1. They still need some time to set up, then maybe we can get rid of 2 Curlias right there. That is the game plan. There is a Klefki, which they're gonna actually attach and retreat into. So that is pretty damn scary. That will mean we need way more now, because we cannot use Squawkabilly, right? That's the thing. With this Klefki strategy, that's actually super genius. Let's see how it goes. We do have a water energy, it doesn't matter too much. We definitely need a first turn KO. I don't know if we are able to pull it off here, because we cannot use Lumineon, we cannot use Radiant Greninja. Any of these cards, they're all not allowed. Since it is all not allowed, I think I'll just summon this one. I will Earthen Vessel a Darkness Energy. You never know when you do draw into, I would say, a Dark Patch, so we can instantly attack here. There's also Cologne, which we can find with the Pokéstop that we have access to. Darkrai is here, but I think Darkrai VSTAR is prized, so that's pretty unfortunate. I think the best plan of action is going Nest Ball, getting ourselves Radiant Greninja, and then Pokéstop and see what it brings. Come on. Pokéstop. Dark Patch is enough. Darkrai goes away, but that's fine, I suppose. We can attach there, get that ninja situation going. Sure, Earthen Vessel, get rid of a water energy, get 2 more darkness energies. Let's go with Trekking Shoe. It is another Roaring Moon. Yeah, don't need that. It is a Sada. That's actually super nice. That means we can get some stuff going here. I'm gonna go Professor Sada, and I'm actually gonna get a Darkness Energy over here, a Water Energy over there. There we go. More stuff. Trekking Shoe on top of it. Prime Catcher, definitely saving that one. We can attach here. And since there's only one tiny little Ralts, I think I'll take my chances with the Pokemon Catcher. Yes, it is a heads. Now we can take down Ralts. We can even use the concealed cards on top of it. Get rid of a Darkness Energy once again. There's an energy sticker as well, which could get an energy onto our Greninja already. But I'll use Switch Guard first. Switch Guard over here. Knocking this out, trying to establish the energy sticker as well. There is a heads. Getting an energy onto the Greninja. And off we go to the races with super effective damage on the Ralts. And now they're in a position, they could establish one Curlia, but we can Prime Catcher it instantly, and they're gonna be way behind. Unless they compact with, we can actually attach E-Switch and get the Radiant Greninja attack off. So very strong plays currently at our disposal. Our coin flip luck was actually kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie, didn't need the energy sticker to be honest. But I'm glad the Pokemon Catcher works, so now I can save my Prime Catcher until I find Canceling Cologne, because I really need that if they actually establish a Manaphy. Oof! Double Iono and Ralts away. huge news with two. Yeah, they just concede. They just concede. They cannot stand the power of the fastness, the consistency of the Roaring Moon deck. And yeah, Gardevoir, another person, got really disappointed by playing Gardevoir, and now they're in a situation where we are actually winning all the Gardevoir matchups, and it's all because of Radiant Greninja. What can you change in this list? This is super turbo with triple Trekking Shoe and all that stuff. I really love the current build, and does seem to be having an answer against almost anything in the format. Again, you could be actually pretty weak into Zard if you don't get the Greninja play off. But yeah, it's just, it happened before, right? In the past, we played 4 Cross Switchers and the Baby Mew with this Roaring Moon archetype, and it worked pretty well, just to have a little bit of the same stuff going around. Now we have Prime Catcher, and we're also playing Pokemon Catchers. Like the one-off boss, I could definitely get behind to just take your last couple of prize cards because you kill Lumineon, but I could just like cut down one Trekking Shoe, I suppose. Maybe that is actually not too bad of an idea. But yeah, it is working pretty well. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the Roaring Moon list that I created here. If you guys are excited for it and yeah, are gonna try it out for yourself, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out so much and only requires 1 tiny second of your time. And we are well on our way to reaching 70,000 subscribers, which is insane to think about. I am super excited to be traveling to Hawaii as well this summer to be playing the Pokemon TCG World Championships. I've been playtesting with a lot of decks, and yeah, definitely with the new set Shroud of Fable, there's gonna be a little tiny uproar in the format. Okay, let's see here. We're definitely gonna Squawk. So far is clear. Buddy Buddy Puffin and Manaphy. I would say Charmander Dreepy. Another Gardevoir, what? Okay. And they start with Manaphy as well, so that's actually pretty good. Again, I'm gonna retreat into Klefki. That same strategy. And 4 rolls. Yo, this setup is insane. The setup is insane. I don't know if we're gonna be able to use Squawkabilly here. Definitely with the situation that we currently have, is that the opponent has the Klefki in the active position, meaning that we are not able to use any of our abilities. We do have 2 Roaring Moons, I suppose. Let's just check out what Hisuian Heavy Ball. There's nothing... Yeah, there's 1 Gusting capability. 2 E-Switches. Might be kind of crazy. I'm gonna Nuzball. And I'm gonna get Greninja first. Yeah, seems fine to me. Always getting that Greninja first. I'm gonna Trekking Shoe. There's a Dark Patch. Yeah, there's no way we can use it. Sada. Also, no way we can use it unless we attach here and then manually retreat and sawed onto 2 targets. That's the only way I could see it working out. So I'm gonna have to snap down another Roaring Moon just in case we do get Ionode, which is maybe something the opponent could be doing if they want to just get a bunch of Curlias out. We can then retreat, go with that. Okay, retreat into Ninja. There's two E-Switches priced. That's so annoying. So annoying to deal with. There's Earthen Vessel. Yeah, this is the way the Klefki really shuts down this deck. On top of it still being a very bad matchup. There's 2 Curlia already, but they don't have any attackers. That's the great thing, right? If we don't knock anything out, they're gonna be forced to attack with Gardevoir, which is hilarious. So we have full control here. If you think we're scared of this situation, think again. You have bench locked yourself, and you're gonna have to be sorry for your act. And we can knock out 2 Curlias first with the Greninja if we have capabilities. At one point they will retreat into a Gardevoir EX, which is totally awesome. Yeah, at one point they will retreat. They have no other option. There's a Pokéstop. Let's spin the wheel. Alright, let's see. We have Ultra Ball and an Energy in the discard pile. That's actually not bad. Energy Sticker as well. We're definitely gonna get an attack off. We could get an attack off, I would say. But I also want... I'm gonna Ultra Ball this and that away. And I'm gonna get myself... If I slap down Mew V Max, it's gonna be pretty bad. I'm just gonna play it slow. Yeah, I'm gonna play it slow. I could get Mew EX on board to draw more power, more draw power. Nah, just gonna go with the Darkrai V. It's fine. This, and we're gonna sawdust some energies on the field. It's gonna have to be Darkness here, Water there, more draw power. There's E-Switches and E-Stickers. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Could get an attack off, but I'm afraid. I am so afraid here. At one point, they will need to retreat, right? We have we're gonna save that energy in the discard pile and wait it out. Because if we have Darkrai VSTAR, we can Trekking Shoe, Ultra Ball, Mew EX. We just need Prime Catch Clone shenanigans. If I knock this Klefki out, I'll lose the game 100%. So let's just wait it out. Let's just wait it out. I feel like it's the best plan of action. Pokéstop still a play. They could go for an Iono here. Like they have Turo. They throw away the Turo. That's interesting. Didn't think of the fact that they could have drawn into Turo. They definitely needed to use Turo here. But the Turo is gone. I don't know what they're up again. What they're up for? Maybe they knock out Greninja there. I guess not gonna Greninja. But then 2/2 price trades. Not gonna go. Maybe they think we're not playing Super Rods. There's an Artisan. Joust. They're just attacking with Klefki. I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with it. There's an Ultra Ball, which can get us into some sort of situation. E-switch there. Tracking. Yeah. Do we go for draw power here? I think we have no other option. We can get Baby Roaring Moon out. That's not bad. Mew EX on top of it. Mew EX on top. I think I just wait again. Unless, if they attack with Gardevoir EX, they actually knock out this fella. It is actually not that bad of a play. I'll just end the turn. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not gonna knock out Klefki. I'm just waiting for my opportunity. Even though we have Ultra Ball to get ourselves Darkrai VSTAR, it'll have to wait till next turn. If we have the Darkrai VSTAR, we can definitely get back some resources. I wonder what they will do though. We currently don't have anything, so I wonder if they're gonna go for an Iono. They could be playing Palpa to get their Turo back, which they we can also try and back them out since they did have only one Iono there. Okay, Mimikyu goes away. So much draw power here. Kind of crazy. Joust! Okay, they keep on jousting until they are ready to strike with Gardevoir. That seems fine. Another E-switch. Okay. Another E-switch. I think we have one more turn, right? We Ultra Ball here. Get rid of these. Yeah. We could Lumineon, but then we lose, right? There's one energy in the discard pile. We can draw with Sada. E-switch. They could go after Greninja right here. I don't want that, to be honest. Okay. What do we do? It's a strange situation, right? It's a strange situation. I think the Mew EX also not great. I'll take this. Go with that. And the Darkrai VSTAR could get us some stuff that we want. Currently, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, because at one point we can actually use the Nesbel to get the Mew EX with the Darkrai VSTAR. But it's gonna have to be for next turn. Like, I'm fine with this situation. Let's be honest. They could go after Greninja, but then we can take it back. It's fine. They're not gonna be doing anything. Even though they have like burned so many resources, I think our best plan of action is still going for the 2/2/2 price trade. Arven goes away. This only shuts down basic abilities, by the way. We have 210 HP remaining, so we have all the time in the world. They're actually just waiting. This is a very strange game. Okay, another Youst. That's fine. We have more time. Okay, Pokéstop time. Here we go. Pokéstop in the house. Okay, Nuzball. We do have Energy Sticker, though. Energy Sticker. It is a Tails, unfortunately. I think at this point we will need to be aggressive because 190, they're getting close, right? They can still do it one more time. They can do it one more time. I think we are still safe. We have one E-switch over here, but I don't want to be burning the E-switch. They could knock out... They're not going to knock out Gardevoir, Radiant Greninja, right? I don't think so. I don't think they're going to knock that out. 200 HP remaining. They get Youst one more time. Yeah, they're doing. Yeah, we have one more draw. That's I figured out. Okay, now it's time to attack. Energy sticker again. Not bad. So energy sticker. It is a heads. Getting that water type energy. Perfect. Water type energy here. E-switch over here. Then Nestball first. Getting the Mew EX on board. On top of that, we E-switch from this guy to this guy. Mew EX cannot be used currently. Gonna have to Pokéstop. Maybe we do find the Prime Catcher. Trekking Shoe. An energy in the discard pile. Do we need it? Nope. Still not there quite yet. Cologne right there. Pokemon Catcher and Prime Catcher all in the deck, unfortunately. This is so silly. Okay. What else? I don't want to use my Star Abyss, to be honest. It seems so silly to use that. They have 5 cards remaining in deck. What do we need to do here? Get 2 Trekking Shoes? Is that really the way we want to go? Star Abyss. I guess we have no shot. Could have gotten like Sada with Ultra Ball and all that stuff, but double Trekking Shoe is gonna be where it's at. And hopefully we get Gusts and Cologne. Not a lot of cards left in deck. There's a Sada. That does give us more cards, which is fantastic. I'll take it. Then I will Trekking Shoe again. It is another Sada. We don't need it. We need to burn through a lot of resources. Okay, let's see. 2 energies. Sada time. 1 here, 1 there. More draw power. There's a Pokemon Catcher. Pokemon Catcher. We need to knock out the Manaphy. If we knock out the Manaphy, that'll be perfect. It is a Manaphy target. And now we need to find Cologne from the Greninja. It's crazy. That's the only way. It is the only way. We can still attach. Then Vessel away. Play the Dark Patch. So we get rid of this. Get nothing. Cologne is in there, folks. Cologne is in there. And another Trekking Shoe as well. Then we use this. Maybe find Cologne. It's no Cologne, but there's an Ultra Ball. That's perfect. Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Get nothing. Get the Dark Patch equipped. Here. And now we need Cologne. This is one hell of a dig. Oh, one hell of a dig. Come on, Trekking Shoe. No, come on. Where's Cologne? There's no Cologne. There is no Cologne. That's so silly. We can still attack with this guy, though. We have Prime Catcher and Cologne still left, so I guess it's alright. Definitely because there's some E-switches in the prize cards. Like, silly. Super silly situation. Yeah, I wish we would have gotten the Cologne. We did burn a lot of resources here. We're gonna have to just knock this guy out. No Cologne, otherwise it would have been so awesome to do that. But now, the 2-2 prize race, we probably will lose. Let's get rid of this, let's get rid of that. Dang, we were so close. Did you see how much cards we were able to dig with the deck? Come on. E-switch? Perfect. Okay, at least we have an E-switch. Do we have a Sada left? No, we don't have Sada left, so yeah, we're not gonna get there. We're not gonna get there. 2 energies in the discard pile. 2 water energies in the discard pile. We no longer have Sada. There's no way we can win. Unless they like deck out, which I don't think is happening because they still have so many Ionos left. But yeah, the Klefki Jaw situation, I really waited until the last very second to dig super deep into the deck to then get my Prime Catch Cologne shenanigans off. That would have helped us to get these 2 knocked out, but currently where we are at, maybe there's still 2 Gardevoir EXs priced. That is our main way the situation could still be there, but I doubt it. I doubt it. There's still Prime Catcher, so at least we can knock out a Gardevoir EX right there. There's yeah, they have Gardevoir EX. Do they have an attacker necessary to start swinging? There's a Monkey Dory. Attachment on the Monkey Door. No way. They're gonna boss up. Yeah, the Roaring Moon here. We do have E-Switch, but no more water energies. We can actually knock out Gardevoir EX and hope the other one is prized. But they still have 2 Super Rods, so that would be like ridiculous. No way we can win against this situation because they knock out Roaring Moon EX. We knock out Gardevoir. They have so many resources left. I think I'm just gonna concede here because we whiffed out on canceling alone. But I wonder why there are so many Gardevoirs on the rank ladder currently. Like, why? Why are they all there? I know it's like the best deck in the current format, but still, why is everyone playing the same deck? So that was 2 wins and 1 loss against Gardevoir. There was nothing I could do. I could have attacked earlier, but then I would have like gotten scream-tailed into oblivion. I would have never won. The only way I could have seen this happening, I had to burn so many resources for the the Cologne play. Couldn't find Cologne. Had to use my Darkrai VSTAR for double Trekking Shoe, which you never want to be doing. But yeah, 1 more game for the Turbo Roaring Moon list, and we'll figure out together how it will go. Hopefully this time another archetype on the rank ladder. I cannot believe that every single person right now is playing Gardy. It did perform really well at NEIC. We cannot like forget that. The opponent can choose whether they want to go first or second. I will go first, so it probably is going to be Raging Bolt, right? If I had to guess. Or another Roaring Moon player. Could also be a thing. Lots of catchers in hand. And we do start with Mew EX. That actually is nice, so we can retreat into a 1-prize Pokemon. We have the Earthen Vessel, so at least we can Sada, draw some more cards, maybe find Squawkabilly, retreat into a 1-prize Pokemon right there. Okay, looks like we're... Yeah, it's definitely going to be Raging Bolts. Sure. That's very bad because we do start with Mew EX. It is very bad. Yeah, there's no way we can empty this hand. Like, we can Vessel. Like, we could technically empty this hand to draw 1 with Mew EX. Is that the best plan of action? Get rid of this. Get a Darkness Energy. Only 1. Then we attach it. We E-sticker, we E-switch. And then maybe draw 1. Is Squawkabilly in here? Yeah, Squawkabilly is in here. We definitely need Greninja in the active position and this specific turn, or we definitely lose the game. So it's gonna have to be sticker, hopefully a heads. It is a tail, so we cannot empty the hand. Mew EX will probably get evaporated. Yeah, this is... Oh yeah, actually we can empty the hand with an E-switch. Yeah, I could have gone that already. Whatever. Okay. This probably should have gone the other way, by the way. Okay, there's an E-sticker. Come on, man. What is this? A tails. Whatever. Okay, then. Let's hope the Raging Bolt player does not get the Slither Wing out of the active position. That's like my main concern here. That's what we need to aim for. We can, of course, Sada. It's going to be a Water Energy. Definitely should have attached to the Mew and then E-switch to the Roaring Moon. That would have way better, but I didn't quite see it. 2 of them right there. And a Raging Bolt. Maybe they slapped on Pokéstop. We do have Sada, nothing else. Maybe they have Prime. They have Switch card already. Dang. Sada. And this one is already able to attack, which is very bad. Greninja. Lightning Energy, and we're totally screwed, ladies and gentlemen. Raging Bolt. Yeah, the person that gets the first 2-prize knockout wins here. There's definitely a world where our baby Roaring Moon could do something, I guess. Pokéstop. Yeah, that's also good. Getting rid of Mew, getting rid of energies. Maybe they don't find another fighting type energy. Lost Vacuum, not allowing us to use the Pokéstop right there. Bellowing Thunder. 2 prize cards. Instantly. And now we are in a position, I actually want that energy on my Roaring Moon, but that was kind of a mistake on my part, even though like I think this game is already over. Earthen Vessel? Is it? We definitely need to draw more stuff. So I think I'll just take 2 Darkness Energies. So the Sada is a little bit better to draw better cards. Come on. This is Energy Sticker. It only works on the bench, by the way. Nazball. It's gonna have to be this guy. Okay, concealed cards. Yeah, that's very, very bad. What now? Attachment here. It's so bad. It's so bad. Dark Patch, Energy Sticker, and attack with the baby Roaring Moon? Is that the plan of action? Maybe that is the plan of action here. Energy Sticker. It is a head, so at least we can get an attack off, but it's not going to be doing too much. Attachment here. Dark Patch there. Okay. Since we do have... How many Dark Patches left? Enough Dark Patches. I think I'll just attach a retreat. Go with this guy. And Vengeful Fletching. Maybe they're stuck in the active. That would be beautiful. Otherwise, we just Calamity Storm for KO. So many energies in their discard pile. 5 of them. Palpat gone. Maybe they don't have... Oh, Forest Sealstone? Nah. Switch card into draw 1 with the Fleet-footed? Nah. Nazball. Mew EX is gone. No more draw power for you. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Another Raging Bolt. 200 HP, by the way. Fleet-footed for 1 and then pass. Could slap again with the Vengeful Fletching. There's a Boss's Orders. Gonna try and trap the 2 retreat Pokemon right there. And we're back to square 1. We still have Prime Catcher and all that. Currently in our discard pile. 2 of these. Alright. Cologne. That's not doing anything. There's a Dark Patch. Ultra Ball. That's not bad. Ultra Ball. It's gonna have to beat Lumineon. I know Lumineon seems bad, but it's the best plan of action currently. It's a very strange battle. Okay, here we go. Sada. Professor Sada. Let's go Water, Darkness, and then we can Dark Patch, E-Switch and all that. There's a Switch card. That's not bad. Nazball could get us Darkrai. But the Darkrai VSTAR is prized, which is pretty bad, but it does come back with another attack as well. Another Roaring Moon here if we do find Sada. I think this is not bad. Trekking Shoe. Another Switch card. We don't need it. Another Nazball. I guess the best plan of action is just get these guys out. Start swinging with our 1 prizer Pokemon. 130, come on. Please be stuck. Please be stuck. They cannot Sada and Balls at the same time unless they have Prime Catcher. They have Draw of the Turn, Fleet-footed. Please stop drawing cards. There's a Sada! No, are you kidding me? They did have to burn like... How many Switch cards do they have? 2 in the discard. Maybe the Raikou's still stuck. We cannot draw cards, they cannot draw cards. It's a good time. Good time to be alive. Okay, they get rid of Sandy Shocks and Squawkabilly. They get a Teal Mask in hand. 26 cards left in hand. Pokegear Whiff. Okay. Raikou's still stuck. We got 2 prizes. Come on. Far from over. We have Prime Catcher. That's kind of nuts. Prime Catcher is nuts. No more draw power for them. Here we go. They should have waited with the Pokegear, by the way. Definitely should have waited because now they're gonna dig a little bit less cards deep. We have Darkrai VSTAR, Pokéstop, and Prime Catcher. Okay. This is far from over. This is far from over. Okay, they have Earthen Vessel. Do they have energies left? 3 of them. They can Teal Mask. Ninja first. Teal Dance first. Ninja. Maybe with Sada. They still need Prime Catcher, by the way. Attach. Oh, they can retreat. They have the Prime Catcher on the Roaring Moon EX. That's kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie, that is nuts. 300 damage output. This is not good. It is not good. Gonna have to waste that Prime Catcher. Could, like, we can use the Calamity Storm, but as soon as they draw into a Sada, they win, right? One Sada right there. Interesting. Darkrai VSTAR, Pokéstop, Calamity Storm stuff, Ultra Ball. How many? 3, 6, 1, 6, 7, 140. That's not enough. You can try and trap them again with the one prize group, but that's not gonna help us. Going with this. There's the capability of getting Dark Patch, Dark Patch. Going with this, Pokéstop. Get a Trekking Shoe. Trekking Shoe. Energy. We can Dark Patch, and then Calamity Storm. Yeah, maybe that is the answer. Calamity Storm. But yeah, they have the Inspect the Board. Nah, it's not gonna be this. We can put it in hand and then use it to discard even further with the concealed cards. Okay, Pokemon Catcher as well. We want to knock this guy out, right? But we don't dish out enough damage. That is the main issue. With the Star Abyss, we can try and set up another Pokemon, but we don't have enough to knock out Teal Mask. Teal Mask can knock out everything in one shot. So the best plan of action currently is going for Prime Catcher this guy and go crazy. We don't have Iono either, so let's hope this guy's stuck. They can still find retrievals though. The Pokéstop can really help them out. They can find Pokégear as well, so we are in a very bad disadvantaged position. They have the concealed cards on top of it. Concealed cards and Pokéstop, they definitely have the Sada. They definitely have the Sada. This is our one prize Pokemon. They need to like have Gust as well. Do they find Sada? Pokéstop. They get more energies. 4 energies. That's Sandy Shocks that can absorb energies. Yeah, it's still scary. They get out. They need to get out of the active position. Yeah, more Chill Dance action. Pokégear will find Sada, and then they can They can retrieval and then go crazy, right? Yeah, look at that. So much. How many fighting and type energies? Yeah, look at that. Now we're completely evaporated here. There's no other way to win unless they don't discard their fighting type energies, which they probably will. This guy does need 3 energies. They still have retrievals, right? They still have retrievals. Yeah, we're still weak to grass, so it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. One fighting, one all the fighting energies there. That's cool. We can try and trap. We can try and trap this fella. Pokemon Catcher. It is a Tails. Okay, that's bad. That means we need to Star Abyss. Get the Prime Catcher. Yeah, get the Prime Catcher. Maybe the Pokemon Catcher as well. We're not planning to attack anymore. We have given up on the fact that we're gonna try and attack here. Just gonna get these guys. Everything is knocked out regardless, so we're gonna Pokemon Catcher. It is a heads, and we're gonna try and trap this guy. They probably have retrievals left, but it's my only plan of action. It's just ending the turn here. Maybe retrievals are prized. Maybe we're not playing retrievals. Super Rod, I guess. Sada. Oh yeah, they can Sada onto it. Yeah, well, keep on forgetting that. But it's not gonna attack, right? Unless they have another energy. 3, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, they have it. They have it. They clearly have it. So Raging Bolt being able to destroy this list. So Is this better than Raging Bolt? Probably not, but it does come back with some cool-ish ways to attack with Radiant Greninja. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. We're gonna check out some more unique decks on the channel, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. And be sure to check out our sponsors that help make the videos possible. They are, of course, down below in the description for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes, custom play mats, TCG Live code cards, or cardmarket.com, everything down below. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace.